So just we start from the beginning. If we click on homework assignment number 8, this will begin the screencast of my final project website. And you can see here that the music will autoplay when you click on the website. And this is your Bharatanatyam 101 at-home guru. And the whole point of it is that I emphasize it being an introductory guide and I describe what Bharatanatyam is. And it's because I'm trying to appeal to a broad audience. Any age group, as long as you're physically fit, there's no upper age limit, there's no lower age limit, because I think any parent could use this website and help foster an interest in Bharatanatyam, even in a child who's maybe not at reading age. It's very accessible and the tutorial is very basic, just to get people to understand what Bharatanatyam is really all about at its core. And I thought that adding this kind of music that autoplays and loops and you have the controls is kind of a nice feature. It's actually available in all 4 of these tabs, so when I click on this one it's going to start again, and you can scroll down, and I'll turn that off for now. But here you can see what's the About the Instructor page, and you've got some pictures of myself, my dance team, our performance, a recent performance, and this just gives a personal touch to the website. It shows why I'm even doing this and why I care about doing this. And I really think that, again, this seeing that I'm involved in something that takes a really modern take on Bharatanatyam, that I'm involved in it in college, that I taught it when I was in 8th grade and continued teaching it till I was in 12th grade, shows that I'm not only committed, but also that this is an accessible dance form and that I'm here to make it accessible and that I really care about what I'm doing. So that's kind of the point of this. And then I've put in some links from my old dance academy to kind of commemorate my guru, Asha Premachandra, and also provide a resource here. So that's all. A lot of the links on my pages are resources for the users. And then I've put in a forum page. This is just places for people to ask questions on the specific units. And again, this fosters communication between me and the users. So it kind of makes it more appealing, and it allows people to ask any questions about things they're confused about in the tutorial. So I've actually posted this first one, and here I've just written, feel free to post questions relevant to Unit 1 here. This is, because I'm the admin, always going to be the first post in the forums. So any new users will see this and understand what the purpose of the forum is. And then there's a feedback and comments section, again, fostering more communication between me and the user, so that I can make this the best experience possible for the user. So that's basically the point of this, is that I want to make Bharatanatyam accessible, and I want people's feedback on where I can improve and also what's good about the website. And as you can see, it's a very personalized website. I had the pictures of myself in the About Instructor tab, and the picture in the background is actually a photo from me doing a prayer at my own dance graduation. So I've really tried to put a personal touch on the website. And then let's get to the bulk of the material. That's the tutorial menu. So you click on Unit 1 and you're going to get Lesson 1, Lesson 2, and Lesson 3. And this first lesson is just talking about the key elements. You can click on this video and it's going to give you an introduction to what Bharatanatyam is. It's kind of more detailed than what's the text here. The text is just really talking about these basic links and the meanings of those. But the video is great for getting an idea of what Bharatanatyam should look like. And then you can click on Lesson 2, and this is really about a specific prayer that we do at the beginning and end of every performance or practice to pay respect to the gods, and just why we do that. I'm just explaining this traditional significance of that here. And then you have feedback to go on to the next lesson, and when you complete this lesson, which is actually an exercise in physical strength and caliber, I have a minute of music after an introduction, a video introduction that I have in this video. And you have to hold a single pose for a minute. That's quite challenging to do. And then it says, congratulations, you've completed Unit 1 of this tutorial. Again, there's more interactive feedback between the user and the website. And then you go on to Unit 2, again, Lesson 1 and Lesson 2. And this time it's going to be your hand movements, and you can click on this and it starts a slideshow. So you can actually go through them. You can see the name of the hand movement here, and it's just a way to learn this interactively. I've also put in a video of a woman dictating the names of all of the single hand movements. And you can go on to double-handed movements, and there's a chart here. These are basically one-handed movements put together, so it's not super important, so I've just put a single chart here. And this says, congrats, you've completed Unit 2. You can go on to the fundamentals, and this is where the core of the learning will be going on. You click on lesson 1 and it's your basic positions video. You click on lesson 2, it's your basic footwork video. And you click on lesson 3, it's your basic steps video. All of these are me talking to the user, giving as much guidance as I can. And then you've completed Unit 3, you go on to Unit 4, and this is where you learn to perform. So I give some advice, I talk about how to combine all of these skills, and then I have also in the video after an introduction, I also provide a video of a performance that I've done that's a simple expression-heavy dance that's great for beginners. It's great for starters who have mastered these skills in the tutorial. So that's basically the content of my website, and just to go into some things that have evolved since I started, one of the first things is the background and the visual metaphor. I originally was going to have a peacock theme, but I decided that the personal touch was a little bit more effective and more visually appealing and relevant to what I'm doing here. And then the feedback forum wasn't originally supposed to be this. It was supposed to have feedbacks and forums under every unit. But instead of putting it like that and having all the feedback and the comments and the questions spread out throughout the website, I decided to consolidate them into these 2 tabs. I thought it was more effective that way as well. And lastly, there was supposed to be a resources tab, but I decided that there's plenty of content spread throughout the website that the resources would have been redundant, and also I think that there's room as more resources become relevant to what I'm doing, as I add more lessons and I realize that maybe there's things missing or things that people would want to learn more about. That's when a resources tab will become more relevant. But in the stage where the website is right now, I don't think that a resources link applies as much compared to all the resources that are already spread throughout the website on the various tabs as you go through. So those are all the things that have changed since I submitted my project proposal initially. But I thank you for listening to my screencast, and I hope you learned something from my website, and I hope you enjoy going through it. Thank you.